Hello and welcome to episode 12 of Playing for Set Pieces, and it is the last episode with Esbjerg. I kind of wasn't paying attention to the dates, and when I said joining Lillestrøm at the end of the season, I forgot they meant their end of season as opposed to my end of season. So I'll give you a quick recap on where we've been in terms of fixtures. Last time you saw us, of course, was the Randers game where we won 2-0. I had a storming result after that against Maccabi Tel Aviv. We managed to win 3-1. Just an absolute stormer. Lauritsen got a goal. Roy Kjaer, Tranberg. It was just brilliant. And Tranberg, I'm pretty sure, scored off a free kick as well. So that was pretty awesome. And then we played Sunday Ice in the league, where I was like, oh yeah, we got this. And we got hammered 4-0. So pretty disgusting. I mean, we weren't awful. They were just better, I guess. But defensively, we were apparently awful. Is what it is. We got hammered. It's one of those thrashings, one of those things. And today's game is going to be the Midtjylland game. I remember telling you I wasn't going to come back for it, but it's the last game. We join, if we take a look at the calendar, I join Lillestrøm on Sunday. So this is it for Esbjerg. As far as the group's concerned, though, for the Euro Cup, I've left us in second place with games against Ludogorets to come up, and I think that's the final game. Yes, for us, certainly. Atletico Bilbao against Maccabi Tel Aviv, and us against Ludogorets. If we beat Ludogorets, put it this way, Bilbao are probably going to beat Maccabi Tel Aviv. If we beat Ludogorets, we'd be through to the next round, whatever that is. So, and then probably out again, to be fair, because that's where all the big teams are. But that's not a bad place to leave them, I guess. We're obviously at the Pokalon as well, and in terms of our league performance, well, it's looking pretty horrible. They're gonna be going into the relegation stages anyway. I shall try and keep an eye out once I move on to Lillestrøm just to see how they finish out their season, because I feel bad. I don't know why I can do so well in Europe, but do so terribly in the league. It makes no sense to me. So it's been one of those things, but of course, we will be moving on soon to Lillestrøm and a whole new set of challenges and a whole new team, and there'll be work to be done. Okay, it's time for our last game in charge of Esbjerg. We're at home to FC Midtjylland, and in goal it's Højbjerg, a back four of Kalsas, who's back off loan. His picture, he looks a bit blue, doesn't he? Might be cold where he is. Tranberg, Gregor, Mudrasir out right. Defensive midfield, Sorensen. Central midfield, Brink and Matthew. Attacking central midfield, Dauda. And up front it's Yakovenko and Roy Kjaer. Well, go out and prove a point according to Klaus Norgard. I don't know if that's something we can do. Because I think the point is we're a bit rubbish in the league. Seems to be a thing. I'm going to expect quality finishing now out of our strikers. And I'm going to leave the rest because I can mess it up. Esbjerg, of course, in the blue and white. And Midtjylland in their away kit. We will go straight to full match. 9 seconds. Højbjerg. Oh, it's raining in Midtjylland. At Esbjerg, sorry. Mudrasir out on the wing. Can't get past Paulino. Forces a throw in. Mudrasir to take it. Into Sorensen. Oh, it's tight. Mudrasir with a cross in. And they forced a corner. Very good. Who's going to take it? Roy Kjaer. Into the middle. Oh no, Gregor, yes! It's like a ping-pong. Pascal Gregor's first goal of the season. He's been playing a bit more now. He's doing all right too. Him and Tranberg have kind of picked the games up a wee bit. They're not the strongest defenders in the division, I would say, but lovely bit of ping-pong between the two there, and Gregor finishing it off. Esbjerg 1, Midtjylland 0. I should go on to key highlights at this point. We're 1-0 up against Midtjylland, for God's sakes. Key highlights. Looks like they're about to run through us. Oh my. Yeah. Midtjylland just ran through us, basically. But that's fine. I'm going to... Oh, thrown from Olsen for Midtjylland. Trying to get the ball in the box. Matthew clears it. Oh my goodness. See, I've got to be honest with you. I'm not sure about Højbjerg. And I really shouldn't say that because he has been good. But there's a few goals that he's let in. make me think a little bit about Pickford. It's not that he makes mistakes, it's just you think maybe you could have done better like with that. It was a little too close to him for him not to be able to get... I don't know. I'm being critical because we're back to 1-1. I am going to defend a bit wider though because, you know, let's get stuck into. Show them what we're made of. Show some passion. Come on, Esbjerg. We only had one shot. Mudrazir with the throw in. Sorensen. Gregor with the ball forward. Finds Calsas. Oh, and he has a go. Good work by the keeper. Not that I should be praising him. Corner. Roykier to take it. Well, there was nobody going to be on the end of that. Tranberg. Ooh, Dowda was going to have a go. Well, we've had 2 shots and 2 on target, but only 1 goal. Ooh, and throw in at the other end for Midtjylland. At our end, in fact. Vander finds Thompson. Dowda dispossesses him. Finds Roykier. Can Roykier get past his man? No, but he finds Matthew. Mudrazir, Sorensen. Slow build up. I wonder if I should go more positive. Because playing attacking with this hasn't been bad. Dowda finds Matthew, who finds Brink. Brink's 1-on-1 and he tries to put it past him, but a little wide there. Good effort. Get creative maybe. And we will close down Evander. I'd love to beat Midtjylland in my last game at the club, just so you know, if you were wondering how I felt. It's coming up to half time. We've been alright. We do appreciate your efforts. Let's dig in and win it. I think what I need to do though is... Emil Calzas not having the best game and will bring Lauridsen. Lauridsen was only sat on the bench just because he's knackered. He's been playing a lot. He's kind of had to. We had to bring Emil Calzas back from loan. Ooh, he's Norwegian. He's a good player, you know. He's done quite well, as you can see. And he's done quite well when he was out on loan because he went to Valur in Iceland. So yeah, he's not done bad. That's my only signing, really, I think. Very proud. But yeah, he's Norwegian, so you never know. If he's up to it, he might come back to Lillestrøm. We'll see. I'm going to be obviously looking at all of my players. That's my players, the Esbjerg players. Keep an eye on Dowda. Anyway, what was I going to do other than that? Defensively, we're not bad. What can we do about you, Brink? What can you do differently that might help us out? Suppose we could have you on attack. And what else can you do? You can be a playmaker. You don't want to be a... do you want to be a... Let's leave you... You know what, though? I'll try that. Putting you on defend. And Sorensen. We're gonna... You know what? I'm going to play you as a halfback. I haven't used a halfback. I don't think ever, other than very sparingly when I had no choice of players and stuff like that. But I haven't built a tactic to use it, I guess, is the point. Anchorman seems to be pretty solid this season. DLP on defend this season, 2020 edition. DLP on defend in that position on 2019 was really solid too. Doesn't seem to be quite as much so this edition, but unless that's my imagination. But still, we are off. I tell you what I should also do. If I'm leaving Dowda where he is, I should actually make him be a shadow striker because he likes that a wee bit better. And I am intending to attack more. So let's get creative. Throw in for Esbjerg. Lauridsen. Excuse my poor enunciation. Oh my goodness. Ball forward for Junior Bramado, who puts it wide. Let's go attacking. We've got nothing to lose at this point. 60 minutes. Let's go 1-0 up and then come back and sit on it. Come on, Dowda. You're better than that. Lauridsen with a corner. Oh, Yakovenko puts it over. He's a big old fella, but that's impressive to put it over from that close. Evander for Midtjylland. I got excited. I thought that was disallowed. It's an own goal. Evander with a free kick for Midtjylland. Long old ball. And, yeah. Gregor slides into that one. Well, that stuffed his game. Oh no, it hasn't stuffed his game because he was on 7.7 from scoring earlier. Well, at least you got one in each end, mate. You pleased with that? Probably not. Yeah, Madrazier is exhausted. Sorry, mate. Brinch can come on and cover you. I got one more. Roykjaer for Egeland. That's where we're going. Come on. We can do this. Show some passion. There we go. Fired up. Nope. That's your lot. Full time. Esbjerg 1. FC Midtjylland 2. Pascal Gregor scoring 1 at each end. And Christian Tew for Midtjylland scoring their second. And that's your lot, innit? Sympathise? Go on then, unlucky boys. It would have been nice to finish on a win. But you didn't. So let's come back one final time and have a quick review of how we did. We obviously lost 2-1 there to Midtjylland. It wasn't an awful game, but we're down in 10th now. The thing I was thinking about, if you look at this, there's only 2 points between 10th and 6th place. So it's still kind of all to play for in that respect, or at least that spot is. Not with our league form, to be fair. We'd need to do better than we're doing. But yeah, but as I say, we're a good 5 points above 11th and, well, plenty of points, 12 points, call it, above 12th place. So we're not going to be in either of those two spots. But like I say, 2 points off of there. It's not bad. So yeah, in terms of the squad and all the rest of it, you all know who they are. There are a couple of people I'm going to be looking at once I move over. Madrazier might actually indeed be one of them. I know he's only on loan at the moment from Copenhagen, but I'm going to come back and scout him out. I'm going to scout out as well Emil Kausas, who's actually unregistered, but albeit for the Europe game, and just see where he sits. Jesper Lauritsen, I'm going to keep an eye on him. I'm also going to have a look at Dowda. And maybe Brink too, but definitely Dowda. And probably, if I knew Matthew, obviously he's only been here 1 season. And he came from Lillestrøm, so he might not want to come back. I did sign him on a free. Actually, it might be that he got released by Lillestrøm. What does that tell you? Maybe he's just not good enough for them. We'll see. We'll see when we move over to Lillestrøm. And Daniel Aniembe, I wouldn't mind keeping an eye on him, but he, of course, is out at the moment with a broken ankle. We've still got 4 weeks to 2 months before he comes back. And, of course, his condition is not fantastic as a result. It's going to take him some time. We sent him to a specialist, though, so he should be fine. But not great for him. And yeah, that's it, really. There's a couple of the younger players I might take a look at. I mean, it probably just makes sense just to scout the whole damn squad. But in terms of my backroom staff, nobody's coming over. Nobody was available to, and I don't think anybody wanted to relocate, so it's fine. I don't feel like there's anybody particularly stand out in my back room at the moment, so I'm looking forward to building a new one and obviously seeing what I've got when I get there. This takes us on to the news about Lillestrøm. Remember what I told you? There we go. The 15th in the Premier League. Their season is over. I'm just about to join. Look where 15th is. It's relegated. It's not bottom, but it's relegated. So much for a lateral move. In fact, I am moving to the Norwegian First Division. Let's have a quick look at their league table. Looks like Sandnes are going up, as are Sogndal. And Viking. They're in a playoff spot. Does that mean they're up through the playoffs, or they're just... That doesn't make any sense. I'll figure all that out when I get there, but yeah. We're going to be in this division. Looks like there's only 2 automatic spots. And oh yes, and they will be the promoted through the playoffs team, Viking. That's where we're going. What can you do, really, other than wonder about your decisions, I guess. Anyway, now that we've done that, before we go, one last thing I want to take a look at is how we've done on set pieces while we've been at Esbjerg. So yeah, this is the set pieces, and yes, I'm on the other side. I don't know what's going on. I just, very basic spreadsheet, LibreOffice Calc. I like me some LibreOffice. First season with Esbjerg, we managed 6 corners This is scored, of course, in the league. 6 corners, 1 direct free kick, 4 indirect free kicks, and we conceded 8 corners, no direct free kicks, and 8 indirect free kicks. In comparison to this season, which of course isn't a full season anyway, we only managed 2 corners, we scored no direct free kicks, but we did manage 5 indirect free kicks. I think my indirect free kick game is fairly strong, as I've mentioned before. So looking to translate that across to Lillestrøm whilst improving some of these others. In terms of conceded, we conceded 8 in the previous season, but this season only 6. 0 direct free kicks and only 1 indirect free kick. And part of that is obviously strengthening up the defence a wee bit. For the League Cup, as I called it, as it would be the Pokalén, sorry. Keep doing it. We managed to score a corner in the first year, 4 indirect free kicks, and we didn't concede any. And this year we scored 2 corners, and that's it. For the Euro Cup, again, first season, we only scored 2 indirect free kicks, but did not concede any. This time round, we managed to score 1 corner and 3 indirect free kicks, albeit this far. So the next name to add it underneath there will be Lillestrøm for the start of next season, which of course will be in the Norwegian 2nd Division. Before we say goodbye to Esbjerg and goodbye to this episode, we'll just have a quick look at how I've done since I've started. My reputation's not great, it's only 30%, media handling's only 41%. That's mostly because I let my assistant handle it. For the sake of what I wanted to be concentrating on, I'm handling the training and I'm handling the tactics and handling the team, but I'm not handling the media. That's an SEP, someone else's problem. Tactical consistency, I'm surprised that's high, because I wouldn't say I've been that consistent with my tactics, to be fair. I think we've had 3 formations, maybe, at least, in the last sort of season and 3/4, or season and 2/3. They say I don't manage the finances well, and that kind of annoys me a little bit, because I know I did go over the wage budget and stuff like that, but I actually brought money into the club. And I'm going to say that I made us rich, but I certainly made us a little bit more secure. And yet I can't manage the finances, apparently. So there you go. Team discipline I'm on top of, but let's face it, that's automatically done. So there's not really a lot to say. Loyalty to players, 50-50, as is domestic player bias. Again, I wouldn't like to say that's true. It's fair to say, one thing I did pick up while I was there, I don't know if it's on here, so look. No, I don't want to retire. Languages. Where are my languages? Why am I not seeing it? Because I know that my door's always open to my players. Press are more used to seeing the assistant, that's true. Oh, there you go. I'm fluent in English, fluent in Danish, but I already have basic Norwegian. They must have already sent me on a course. Or I decided to, take one of those online courses. So that's the start. I'm going to be multilingual at this. Multilingual. But yeah, so in terms of my scouting knowledge, though, I've only got about 50% or just over 50% of Denmark. That's what you get for not being here long enough. I reckon maybe that takes 3 seasons to fill that up. Maybe 4. I got that far in 2 seasons. Or 1.5. Maybe 3 seasons. But anyway, Norwegian, basic. We're off to Norway next. That's quite exciting. Oh yeah, my career stats. Played 74 games, won 30. Drew 13 and lost 31. That's not ideal, is it? Scored 101 goals and conceded 98. So I got a goal difference of 3, and I've only won 40% of my games. Career milestones, I did win the Pokalén. The Sydbank Pokalén with Esbjerg. So that's my first, it's nice to get a bit of silverware with the first team. I wasn't expecting it in the first season, especially with how weird our form's been. But obviously moving on to Lillestrøm next. Well, promotion's going to be the first thing on the cards rather than trophies, so we'll see where that goes. Anyway, if you enjoyed that, please do give me a thumbs up. Next time we see you, it will be in Norway with Lillestrøm. Thank you very much for watching.